Guys, weekend booze, gambling, strippers, woo! Need advice from the Rolex wearing, jet flying, son of a gun on how to handle all the partying with all the booze, gambling, and the wild women. Just live life, guys. Enjoy every minute. You never know what tomorrow's gonna bring. Have all the fun you can, drink all you can, love all the ladies you can, and enjoy life. God bless you guys. Guys, weekend.
Cheers, everybody!
Live.
Happy Friday! Thank you for being here. Cheers to Super Saiyan Joko.
Live.
Just like this young man here said, life is too short. Get out there, live, have fun, and most importantly, have no regrets. Cheers. And cheers to this channel's #1 supporter, Sweet Tea Tony!
Live.
Who will ever, forever live in my heart. All right, Tony, thank you very much for your contributions to the channel. You have no idea how much it actually means to me, bro. Thank you. Still tuning in at work. That's a true motherfucker. That's what we call a motherfucking woke pack member for life.
Live.
Again, thank you guys for being here on a Friday night. Welcome back to the only show that is strictly
For the boys.
Now let's get into it because a lot of shit didn't go down this week. So I had to make an effort this week to find some shit to entertain you with. But let's keep it going in the spirit of American, or proud to be American, I might say, because we just celebrated the 4th of July, and I think our politicians needed to remind everybody around here what it means to be an American citizen.
I think politics has made us crazy. Everybody in this country has lost their minds on politics. And we have forgotten that America is not a government. America's not a president. America's not a Congress. Let me tell you what America is. America's your family. America's your faith. America's your community. That's America. That's what our adversaries don't understand, and that's what we need to remember. That is how we're going to rebuild this country and turn the page and have a future even brighter than our past. And so that's why I feel so strongly about this.
Cheers!
Live.
Marco Rubio, you gotta give it up for him still having the fucking haircut of a 3-year-old. Dumb son of a bitch. Your future vice president right there, whether you like it or not. Yeah. But he's not the only one that is very passionate about this country. There's other people, just like Stephen Miller, that are tired of the nonsense and are tired of the fake news and are here to expose you motherfuckers to what's really going down behind closed doors.
It is true that many of the people in this room for 4 years failed to cover the fact that Joe Biden was mentally incompetent and was not running the country. It is also true that many people in this room who have used this talking point that Elon is not elected fail to understand how government works. So I'm glad for the opportunity for a brief civics lesson. A president is elected by the whole American people. He's the only official in the entire government that is elected by the entire nation, right? Judges are appointed, members of Congress are elected at the district or state level, which is one man. And the Constitution, Article 2, has a clause known as the vesting clause, and it says the executive power shall be vested in a president, singular. The whole will of democracy is imbued into the elected president. That president then appoints staff to then impose that democratic will onto the government. The threat to democracy, indeed the existential threat to democracy, is the unelected bureaucracy of lifetime tenured civil servants who believe they answer to no one, who believe they can do whatever they want without consequence, who believe they can set their own agenda no matter what Americans vote for. So Americans vote for radical FBI reform, and FBI agents say they don't want to change. Or Americans vote for radical reform on our energy policies, but EPA bureaucrats say they don't want to change. Or Americans vote to end DEI, racist DEI policies, and lawyers at the Department of Justice say they don't want to change. What President Trump is doing is he is removing federal bureaucrats who are defying democracy by failing to implement his lawful orders, which are the will of the whole American people.
Live.
He's right, though. And by the way, cheers, Gomer. Thank you for being here, you motherfucker.
Live.
I love you guys. He makes a very strong argument. Nothing will ever get done with our system that is set in place. There's too many people over here running this department, and Democrat and Liberal, Republican, and the Congress, and the Senate, and it has to be approved by this committee, and by nothing ever gets done. This guy's right. We need to go back to dictatorships or tyrannical leaderships. Good old-fashioned fascism, for fuck's sakes. That's the only way things are gonna change. Cheers, Merkabah!
Live.
Caroline Levitt is America's sweetheart. Sorry. He was America's sweetheart. She is America's sweetheart. We love her. Just as much as we love Erica Kirk. Aw, yeah. All right, let's move it along to some Democratic news, because you know you guys want to hear what's going on with the Democrats. Well, guess what? Mitch McConnell is brain dead, unofficially.
3 medics, 3 ALS response unconscious. Medical local paramedic agents, 3 medics, 3 ALS response unconscious.
Alright, I'm gonna close this because it's some foreign lady speaking a fucking foreign language they don't want you to hear. Because they hire too many goddamn foreigners in 911 now. They're trying to censor that kind of shit because people get pissed when they don't understand when they're asking for help. I already get pissed when I call AT&T and a goddamn Indian or South American answers. So, can I speak to someone in America, please? Is what I always ask. And they try to send me to some AI bot. I can tell when it's an AI, you idiots. Anyways, this fucking old man is brain dead, but don't worry, everybody, because the Democrats are saying that this guy can still send in his vote to the Senate from the hospital, even though he's not conscious. Don't worry about it, his vote still counts. He's alive, and he's still getting a paycheck, you fucking morons. Oh, like, why did this guy still have a job to begin with? I mean, I've been making fun of this guy for the past 5 years, and he's been in horrible conditions. I mean, do you remember the last time we talked about him? This is literally what happened.
My name is Stella. I want to ask, do you support ICE taking working people off the streets and kidnapping them?
Let me explain to you what just happened. This guy is so old, he cannot walk without a walker. He cannot. His back and his knees cannot support him anymore because he's that old. All right? But for public appearances, they need him to walk a couple of feet into his office before he can get on the walker or in the wheelchair. Right? So they hire this black man here to just stand by his side and walk him. But as soon as the fucking press shows up and the news cameras show up, he lets him go and tells him, it's okay, Mitch, you got this. You just have to walk across the corner. The poor, old, withered old Mitch McConnell can't even walk around the corner and get into his office before he collapses to the fucking ground, bro. And these are the people that we continue to vote in there so they can continue to get $175,000 a year, plus their incentives, which is insider trading and knowing what the fuck is going to happen in the economy before we get to. Why? Because they're the ones passing the laws and the bills. Why do we keep on making them millionaires? And the fact that this guy is in the hospital somewhere, brain dead, like a fucking vegetable, unable to think, and somehow he's still considered and being a representative. They haven't even said you're fired, stop paying him, let's have elections, put the next motherfucker in line in there. No. This is pathetic, bro. Our country is so corrupt. Neither side can see it. The only people that see it are the people on drugs or are drinking all the time. That's why nobody believes us. They say we're crazy. But I know the truth. We're smarter than the rest of you, you fucking morons. Ah, what a bunch of shit. What a bunch of shit. This is gonna be bad, bro. I don't like the Republicans, but at the end of the day, the Republicans actually like America, and they don't want to destroy their money-making machine. These other idiots completely want to destroy it. And the richest man, the richest, smartest man in the world has already warned people about it, but everybody hates him, even though before he decided to support Trump, before that, everybody loved him. He was saving the planet. Electric cars were cool. Nobody was burning Tesla. Everything's changed so much. Listen to the world's smartest man. Not only that, but the world's richest man. This is literally King Solomon right here in the flesh during our times, and no one's listening to him.
The reason it'll be worse than California is because the one thing that keeps California from being super crazy is that you can move out of California, like you and I did. You and I used to be in California, but we moved to Texas. We're still in America. But if the Dems win this election, they will legalize enough illegals to turn the swing states, and everywhere will be like California. There will be no escape.
That is so insane.
This is the final. This is it.
He straight up says that's what they want. They want Cuba to become America. They want Mexico to become America. They want us to become a third world country. They want there to be only poor people who depend on government assistance and rich elite that we idolize and vote for, like AOC and Bernie Sanders, because they're gonna save us even though they're millionaires and you're not. Wake the fuck up. Self-made millionaires that came from nothing are literally telling you, and you still don't listen. Son of man, like Gomer Kyle said, but you're crazy. You're this Indian, homosexual, non-binary, trans guy on the internet with 5 people that watch him once a week. What the fuck do you know? These are politicians and some of the smartest people on the planet. All right, they know more than Elon Musk and some homosexual wearing makeup on the internet on Fridays. Oh yeah, fuck you. Here's your poster child, and I pray to God he does run for president. Here's your poster child in the hot seat, because like we said last week, him and his wife are now being investigated by the federal government for tax evasion. That's the kind of shit that happens when you decide to run for president. The people that don't like you come after you.
I already have. You've had 20 years of my taxes, yes.
Since 20.
I know you love taxes. Donald Trump, when's he releasing his?
But you say you're so different from Trump.
Well, I am, because that's why I've released all my taxes for decades, and you will have all those new tax returns, because I have no reason why you haven't gotten them already, so I have no problem.
Details can you provide on the FBI federal investigation?
I no different than Trump, all right? I've been giving my taxes, all right? Everybody knows your wife is the one who wasn't paying the taxes, and you were just covering for her because you're governor, you dumb son of a bitch. That's half the taxes that your family could have been paying. Only you were paying. and you were keeping the ones from her. That's what really happening. That's the truth. That's the truth. He'll never admit it in court, at least. But anybody with a good eye can see he's taking a fall for his woman's mistakes. Because his woman said, well, my husband's the governor, and he pays taxes. A lot of taxes. So why should I? And so she never paid taxes. And because she's rich and white and privileged and is married to the governor, she never told him about it. So now that he wants to run for president, all his shit's coming out and he's fucked. And he goes home and beats the shit out of his wife and then fucks the shit out of his secretary even harder for her mistakes. But that's on her. That's on her. That's the kind of shit when you're a politician, man. You can't be a regular person. You have to be clean cut. And a lot of these assholes are not. Which is why this kind of shit happens to them. Look at Trump grabbing people by the pussy. Oh, yeah. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for being here on the only show that is strictly for the boys. Light them if you got them. Drink them if you got them. You know what it is. Newsom is getting desperate, folks, because all the dirty language is coming out. It's coming out. And he's even had to go out there door to door, hood to hood, trying to get voters for next November and hopefully for his presidency.
What's going on, my peeps? I'm just like you.
Hey, bro, you lost or something?
No way, homeboy. I'm just here keeping it real with my peeps.
Man, I'm about to crash out on old boy.
I ain't no jive turkey, y'all. Game recognized game. We got the 4th biggest economy in the world, no cap.
Man, get out of here with all that BS. Fix the homeless problem, bruh.
Guys, I'm dumb as rocks, just like you. I can't read.
What the man? I graduated valedictorian of my school, dog.
Okay, I catch the vibes. Y'all want to start a daycare center in East LA? I'll spot you $2 million a year, no questions asked.
Boys, don't listen to him. The FBI is watching him like a hawk.
Shut up, Don't pay attention to that word salad.
Man, we voting for Vance, bro. You tripping.
Live.
Oh my God, I love AI, man. It's getting really good. I saw, and I can't, you know what? I actually considered grabbing it and playing it here, but then I thought that the YouTube AI would probably think it was real and then copyright me for it. But I saw a whole fucking like 15-minute movie of Deadpool going back to talk to Tony Stark in the Avengers and telling them that he's gonna die and they need to go and prevent him from dying. And then they went on a stupid adventure trying to come up and make a multiversal Avengers. But they were going to different movies that have nothing to do with Marvel. And they were trying to get other people. And Tony was just getting mad at it. And I'm telling you, bro, it looked fucking real. It looked like it was actually Robert Downey and they fucking filmed the scene, the voices, everything, the acting, the AI is flawless. Or at least the AI that guy used is fucking flawless. I love this kind of shit. Cheers, everybody. I mean, all you gotta do is go live in the state these motherfuckers are from, and you can tell whether or not they're competent, or you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at NYC and Mamdani. We've been talking a lot about Mamdani. Let me fix my camera here. We've been talking a lot about Mamdani. What is he doing for New York? Well, motherfuckers, believe it or not, this week he christened the land for the new 2 World Trade Center. Instead of being called, I don't know why it's called the World, why it's not called World Trade Center 2 or the 2nd World Trade Center. They're calling it 2 World Trade Center, and it's one building. It'll be built and finished by 2030. I believe is what they say. It's going to be the new World Trade Center. And they cut the ground. Here you go. 2, 3.
Company executives joined with Mayor Mamdani and other city leaders for the ceremonial groundbreaking.
This headquarters will contribute roughly $11.4 billion towards our economy, including nearly $250 million in tax revenue that will go towards paving potholes, improving schools, and planting trees. It will also be a story of commitment to this city.
Many question what the future will hold. American Express chose to stay. And as we approach the 25th anniversary of those tragic events, we reaffirm that choice.
This is great. This is patriotic as fuck. A communist, socialist, Muslim terrorist is now building the next World Trade Center after his cousins blew up the last one. Oh yeah, I'm excited for this shit. You dumb motherfuckers. Don't worry about it. Trump is gonna make a bigger building than that piece of shit. It's gonna be made out of gold. Pure gold. Fuck you, Mutame. Son of man, here you go. Try to shit on a good politician. We finally have one of our own. Someone who's for the people and for change and betterness. Oh yeah? You think I'm the only one talking shit about this Muslim? Here he is again. Back by popular demand. Pastor James Manning from the Atala Forgiveness Church.
Who had the nigger who had the slightest inclination to vote for Mamdani. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. You sick. Mamdani had a celebration down in City Hall of all the immigrants, all the Muslims, all the immigrants down there. No niggas. Here's a man that hates the Constitution and that which makes us Americans. He's a Muslim, for crying out loud. He's a jihadist at core. His wife is a lesbo jihadist, Hamas supporter, Intifada believer. Here you nigga talking about Mamdani gonna give us a free bus ride. Hell, it doesn't matter if they're handing out free sandwiches in hell, I ain't going. Nigga, are you crazy? You get a free bus ride. Don't get a free bus. Get your ass a job.
Live.
I love this man. Let him continue his sermon.
Get a job, nigga. Go to work. Live. Free bus ride. I always want something free. Oh, he's our boy. All you gotta say to get a nigga is say we got free food. And that nigga talking we got free grocery stores. You should have seen the niggas jumping up and down. Won't work, don't got a job, can't hold a job, ain't got no money, don't have no security. But Mamdani gonna give us a free food. Damn! I don't need you to give me no free food. I buy my own. There's something wrong with black folk. This got Moses in trouble. You think I shopped him? Sell out in it.
Sell out or out Sharpton.
Live.
Holy fucking shit. This guy, I mean, like, you know, he reminds me of Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks. Did you guys ever see that shit? Yeah, I love the fucking Boondocks. He's also basically the character that Dave Chappelle did, only reversed. Dave Chappelle used to do a blind black Ku Klux KKK member. You know what I'm saying? He was a black dude who was blind, and he thought he was white. That's what this guy is. But he still speaks the truth. Motherfuckers. Somebody offers you free food and already you're bending over backwards. That's a lie, you dumbass. Ain't nobody gonna give you no free food. The companies ain't gonna fucking pay you all the time for free food and shit. The free food is for the crackheads and the drug addicts downtown at the Mission and shit. Because we need them to keep buying the drugs, to keep supplying the government money, to keep funding wars, to create terrorism overseas. You fucking idiots. That's how it works. God bless you, Pastor David Manning at the Al-Hatala Church. I know we're going to keep hearing from you on this channel. Son of man, you're just a racist like this black man, right? So two racist, a homosexual who wears makeup and shit and does drugs on a show, and some black dude that some crazy people follow every Sunday because he talks about Jesus. What do you two know? Oh yeah? What do we know? We may not know a lot. There's one guy who's more of a racist than both of these two brown motherfuckers. And it's none other than the most orangest, rapist, racist that's ever existed, Trump.
That really topped everything by a lot today, yeah.
Mr. President, Zohran Mamdani said in an interview this week that he was open to being the poster child for socialist candidates. Are you worried about more socialist candidates across the United States?
I think it's a big threat to our nation, actually. Because it's not socialism, it's really communism. They use the word social democrat because it sounds so nice, but it's really communism you're talking about. I think it's the biggest threat to our nation there is, maybe since our founding. That includes World War I, World War II, September 11th. It includes the Pearl Harbor attack. I think this is the biggest threat to our nation. People will smile when I say that, but the smart people are going to say, you know, he's probably right. It's basically introducing communism into the United States of America. There's never been anything so dangerous. Thank you very much.
People don't understand what communism, socialism, what it really is. Underneath the disguise of a better future and everybody living equally is the sad truth of zero ownership. In a communist socialist society, you will own nothing. You have zero choice. The choice is made for you. The property is loaned to you or rationed to you. In terms of food and produce, I mean. People that like socialism and communism genuinely here in America that are into that shit, I wish they would go and live in Cuba or in another piece of shit country in South America for the summer. Even just the summer, they would not last. I promise you. The way we live, they wouldn't last. Pussies. Oh my God. You know, I was complaining because I didn't have hot water and shit, but I'm paying for rent. I would understand if I wasn't paying on time or none of that shit. So I was mad. Those of you motherfuckers that were here watching the wrestling last time, I was about to beat the shit out of the fucking maintenance guy. Anyways, he got it fixed. You don't know what it's like growing up or living, even spending a week at a third world country. Small little luxuries that you're not even aware of are missing in another fucking country. That's all I'm saying. They don't know what it's like to be an actual communist. So fuck him, that's what I say. Trump, he may be a rapist and a racist, but he knows what he's talking about. It is the biggest threat to the world that is this socialist communist shit. Because after that, the next step, you're gonna get into dictatorship and totalitarianism and fascism. Because after that, you've given up your rights and your choices and your fucking and your right to ownership. Then you just give your full control over to some asshole. And we're there already, end of days. I don't know why they want that shit. But back, since we're talking about his rapist, let's go into it, what he's been up to this week. And we know what's coming. We're back, fighting with Iran. Cheers, Rose! Live. I love you. Thank you for being here, you motherfucker. We're back to fighting with Iran and get ready for your gas prices to go up. I hope you filled up your tank today.
Is the ceasefire over? Is the ceasefire done? Is the MOU dead?
It's a very interesting question. To me, I think it's over. I don't want to deal with them anymore. They're scum. You know what scum is? They're scum. They're sick people. They're led by sick people. And they're vicious, violent people. And if they had a nuclear weapon, they'd use it. As far as I'm concerned, it's over. I'll speak to our negotiators. They want to negotiate. They're good people. Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner. But they have to come back to me. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a waste of time dealing with them. They're liars. We make a deal. And if I make a deal with him, we have a deal, and he goes out, he talks. We make a deal. Everyone's agreed. No nuclear weapon. We make a deal. They go outside, talk to the press. They say, we never even talked about it. There's something wrong with them. They're cuckoo. As far as I'm concerned, it's over.
Trump just wants to bomb the shit out of them. He's done. Let's just blow up the whole country till there's nothing left. But Kushner and then all these other guys around him, they're saying, slow down, Grandpa. Slow the fuck down, Grandpa. Okay, we can still bend these Arabs to their knees. Trump knows, bro. Trump and his old ass rapist ways. He knows the way these Arabs think. They're not gonna change. How many times have they ceased fire and agreed to sign some kind of peace treaty only for them to turn their backs and start again? The gas keeps going up and down and up and down and up and down. By the way, even Trump has said that has nothing to do with what's going on right now. Trump is ready to nuke them all, just like Super Saiyan Joker was saying. But luckily, the younglings around them are a little less inexperienced. And they're trying to not cause a scene in the big fucking mess they're in already. They don't want him to do it. It's gonna go down, bro, pretty soon. We all need to be on it and get ready for high gas prices because they know they're gonna blame it on him for some strange reason. I can tell you, nothing to do with it. He knows he's got a target on his back. He was going overseas to Turkey and Air Force One. He couldn't use his big ass new $250 million luxury plane that the Saudis gave him. He had to use the old Air Force One because that was equipped with special radars for any type of missiles. Because the new one, they still haven't put all that shit in it. So he took the old one to Turkey because he knows he's got a target on his back. He even went and had a press conference about it.
They're gone. They had leaders, they're gone. Then they had another set of leaders, they're gone. Now they have another set of leaders, they may be gone. Who knows? And you know what? I may be gone too, because I'm their number one target.
We're not playing around this time.
Cheers!
Live.
He knows that the CIA already told him it's dangerous for you to be going outside of the U.S. because, outside of the U.S. because they have a target on your back. Everyone's after Trump now. Iran don't give a fuck. But he doesn't care. He doesn't care. I don't think any of them do. Because at the end of the day, I want you all to realize that while this war is happening, who is really getting affected? Obviously not Trump. Obviously not any of those tough gangsters behind him. And obviously not any of the Iranian regime. Because as soon as one of them dies, another one gets replaced. So obviously, they're not suffering either. But they got plenty of bombs coming in from China and Russia. So they don't care. So think about this. Who's really suffering? Who's really dying? Not them. That's all I'm gonna say. Not them. Because Trump announced yet again, for the umpteenth time, that Iran has agreed to a peace agreement. And the ceasefire has now undergone. Thank you for your attention. Peace is coming. We're gonna meet. They're gonna sign some shit. Like I said, this is the same shit that keeps on happening. They say, yeah, we want peace. Let's meet on the 15th. We stop bombing them. The 15th comes along and they don't show up. On the 16th, they start bombing ships on the Hormuz again. Trump wants to nuke them, and everybody in Congress and the leftists and all the people around his cabinet tell him, no, Grandpa, no, that's crazy. No. So Trump waits, and then Israel starts shooting them, so then we tag along, and then they fucking bend the knee again. Now a whole month has gone by, and we're back at square one again. They're never gonna end. This is never gonna end. Is it deliberate? I don't know. At this point, not even I can figure it out. People are making money, and it ain't you and I. That's all I'm gonna say. Because when it comes to war, there's money in war. There's more money in war than there is in drugs and prostitution. I'll tell you that. Anyways, let's move along with some other shit that Trump did this week. Because he decided to get advice from another one of this hemisphere's leaders. Because he met with El Salvadorian's presidents. What's this fucking guy's name? Bukele. This guy's really controversial. You want to know why? Because he's young. He's the youngest president they ever had. He's in his fucking mid-30s and late 30s and shit. This motherfucker's still having sex with 4 women every night. And none of them are his wife. She sits there and watches. She only gets him on Saturday nights. That's her privilege. Anyways, this guy, you know what he did as soon as he took office? He said, I don't give a fuck about Congress or the Senate or none of these rules. I am commanding all the fucking police in the country and the military to go and arrest everybody who is a gang member right now. And they went into every fucking hut and every tree house and every bushel these motherfuckers live in over there. And they pulled out every bald, tatted up motherfucker and they arrested him and threw them all in jail. Hundreds of thousands of criminals and rapists and murderers were all thrown in jail. And probably a few thousand innocent ones who just have tattoos because it's cool and badass. Shit, we like to wear makeup and braid our hair and look all badass. Hey, you look like it. You went to jail. I'm sorry. That's what happened. It did. This guy gained popularity because all of a sudden their country went to being the most fucking drug-infested, crime-infested, heinous place to live in. Well, guess what? It's the safest country in South America now. El Salvador. Motherfuckers. Not a single prostitute in the whole country. Or drug. You can't even find weed in that country. All because of this guy. Trump had him over. And this is some of the shit that was discussed. And Trump took notes. How to be a better man and a better leader.
And we're very eager to help. We know that you have a crime problem, a terrorism problem that you need help with. And we're a small country, but if we can help, we will do it. And we actually turned the murder capital of the world, that was the journalists call it, right? Murder capital of the world into the safest country in the Western Hemisphere. And, you know, sometimes they say that we imprisoned thousands. I like to say that we actually liberated millions. So, you know, like, it's very good.
He's taking notes. He's taking notes. Look, man, if you actually want some change and you want the fucking bad guys taken out, sometimes you are gonna need an extremist. It's just a very scary world nowadays, and there are lots of fucking psychopaths out there. So who knows who the fuck you're voting for? Because anybody and everyone is lying. Let's keep on hearing this interesting conversation because this guy's burning America. He says, we're seeing the world on the news. You have a crime problem and terrorism within your country from these leftists being terrorists and burning shit. We can help. We're a small country. We're poor. We're smart. But we can help you. He's burning us, bro. Right there in front of the press. And Trump knows it, but he knows it's true. He knows it's true.
Who gave him that line? Do you think I can use that?
Yes. And in fact, Mr. President, you have 350 million people to liberate. But to liberate 350 million people, you have to imprison some. That's the way it works, right? You cannot just free the criminals and think crime's going to go down magically. You have to.
Live.
I've always loved this guy, the balls, man.
Imprison them so you can liberate 350 million Americans that are asking for the end of crime and the end of terrorism. And it can be done. I mean, you're doing it already.
Welcome to the New World Order. I've told you before. This is all a plan. This is all baiting you to get angry, to idolize politicians, to get angry at the one you didn't choose, to go out there and protest, to be there next to the CIA plant who's gonna fucking start a fire or a riot and then incite you into joining in and causing more chaos on society and forcing our government, or better yet, giving our government an opportunity for them to enforce stricter laws. Or, plain and simple, to just plain lay down the law as this guy did in his country. In the name of freeing the rest of us. Because you're being an idiot. We will lose our freedoms.
And I'm sure that people have seen the change in the streets. A long way to go because you're just initiating your second term. But it's clear that, with the numbers at the border, when even in Democrat-run cities, they get a help from the work you're doing. So I'm really happy to be here, honored, and eager to help.
This was a very important and significant meeting and visit, bro. Because this guy gave Trump ideas on how Trump can enforce his authority and take over. And at the very least, he's got an ally with this young fucking guy over here who basically took over an entire country. He said, fuck you to Congress. Like he literally said, fuck you to... He had everyone backing him up. The military and the police. Everybody was tired of the rapings, killings, and murders, and drugs, and all this shit. Because that's what they want for this country. That's what the side that's for the people. That's what they want for this country. They want it to turn into that hellhole. This guy took control and said, fuck the government, we're doing this. And they did it. And everyone's in jail. A lot of people. Some of us, unfortunately, like I said, unfortunately, there's some innocent people that went to jail. But sorry. If all of a sudden tomorrow they said, we're arresting anybody who looks like a gang member, believe me, I am leaving the country. I would be sad, but I'm not an idiot. I chose this style and this look. And I better get out of here before I get arrested. I'm not going to be an idiot about it. I'm trying to survive at the end of days. Long enough to see Christ coming down from the heavens in a spaceship. Oh, yeah.
Woke as fuck.
With a rainbow all over him. That's the way it's described. He's gonna have a rainbow. He's gonna be gay. We're gonna have a gay Christ.
Woke as fuck.
Read the book. Read the book. All right. So the man's gonna have a rainbow coming from the skies. Oh, yeah. Nobody does. Nobody reads the books. Y'all are fucking dumb. It's free. They give it to you. You don't even have to pay for it. They give you the books for free. It's true. It's true. But don't worry, Trump didn't just keep it serious. He took notes. He's just gonna destroy the world, take over. No, he's not. Trump is going to be Trump, and he's going to give it and stick it to the fake news every goddamn day that he is president.
Go ahead, Red.
Mr. President, you said today, Ines de la Cuetara with MS Now, you said today that countries...
You're with who?
MS Now.
MS Now, that's a failing network. Why would you want to work for them? MS Now, can you imagine? They wanted to get away. They took the name NBC because they were embarrassed by it. Go ahead, let's go.
Live.
Red, come on. Little girl. Little woke girl. Yeah. Fucking Trump, bro. He's a simple man. He's just a guy trying to make a buck and try to go down in history as one of the greatest that ever done it. You know what I mean? That's all he wants. That's all he wants is what any of these psychopaths that make it to that level in life. You really think a genuine fucking honest person makes it to be president of the United States of America? You're a fucking idiot. Jesus Christ got crucified. You really think he would have been on the ballot to be voted to be American president? Fuck you, you're a fucking idiot if you've ever voted for any one of these parties in this country. You fucking dumbass. You deserve this shit. You deserve everything you're getting. And guess what? He is not done serving it to you.
Take that.
No, he's not. He's gonna keep giving it. As long as you're there ready to take it.
Take that.
And there are people around him who are, or better yet, who have worked for him that have finally realized what we've all known all along.
And, sir, I want to ask you just a final question on this point. As you said, he lashed at the Spanish. You say they're not a team player. And he also said when it comes to Denmark, they're not taking care of Greenland. He also repeated it should be, quote, under the control of the United States. You know the man one-on-one. Is this a fixation or does he really mean business? By the end of his term, Greenland will be controlled by the U.S.
No, he's trolling people, as they say. In the first term, I was in his office once. He was dictating a tweet, and he told the person typing the tweet, capitalize all the letters in that last sentence, which a lot of people drives them. It just is very, very distracting for people. And he turned and said to me, "Do you know why I just said that?" And I said, "No, why?" And he said, "Because it drives them crazy." So why does he talk about taking Greenland? Because it drives them crazy. That's what it's about.
He's a troll!
Live.
He's just like the Son of Man. We'd love to get a reaction from you. That's all it is. Sorry, pressing the buttons over and over again. Cheers, everybody. Happy Friday night. Thank you again for being the only show that's strictly
For the boys.
Just for you. Just for you. Oh yeah, cheers everybody. And cheers to Trump for being himself and not lying about who he is. This guy, he doesn't give a fuck. He says, I just want to be president. Go down as one of the richest and greatest and most powerful human beings that ever did it. That's all. It's a legacy. Yeah. It's a legacy that he wants to spread to the entire country. Because this guy got us, not only, he's gotten us, he really hasn't gotten us much. Come to think of it, he hasn't gotten nothing. He is getting the illegals out. But that's going to take years and years and years. Let's be honest. He's not really getting us anything. But he is getting America something. He got America the UFC. Oh, yeah. My bad. I probably should have drank a little during the week before I decided to indulge tonight. You know, tolerance. God damn it. No. He decided to interfere. and give America a fighting chance. He's been watching the World Cup, and America had one of their best players given the red card. And in the World Cup, the red card means you're suspended for 2 games. And Trump heard about it.
So I saw the play, and I'm a person that loves sports and was a good athlete, and I understand sports really well, really well. And that wasn't a foul. That wasn't even an infraction. That was 2 guys running full speed that happened to crash into each other. You can't take your foot and properly place it on somebody else's foot when you're going, no, these were 2 great athletes that got tangled up, and this referee, who is a little bit suspect, if you check his past, I don't want to say that because I don't like to create controversy, but very suspect. If you'd like, I'll provide you with the past. He made a call that nobody could believe. You know, even people on the other side, they say, "Oh, we got lucky. Wow, that's." And it's very interesting. They say they don't show them in slow motion, and I never realized that. I never heard of that before. That they're not allowed to review in slow motion because it's so different. Because you'll take one little quarter of a second and you'll see that a hand is touching a neck, or you see something. Whereas when you see it in fast motion, it will look like 2 guys collided, which is really what happened. They got sort of entangled. He didn't do anything wrong, and he's our best.
Look at that lizard lady behind him, back there in the background. Dude, you can't tell me this lady's not a fucking lizard. Look, that's a lizard wearing human skin. If I ever have seen one, look at her.
Best player, or one of our best players, a very vital player, and he gave him a red card. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't think it meant much. Then I started hearing that means he can't play in the next game, at least in the next game. I said, boy, that's a big, if it happened to another player, it would have been unfair, but when they take your best player, or just about, they have some great players, and they say you can't play, that's very unfair. That's, it's one thing to penalize somebody for the game, but how do you penalize them for a game that hasn't been played yet? It's very unfair. You can't do that. So, yes, I asked for a review by FIFA. I spoke to a man who's highly respected, and by the way, whose level of respect has gone up tenfold. And he was good before this started, but he really pushed it in this country. I'm the one that got them to do it. It was not.
Trump called him and had them change the card. You're gonna let America's best player continue playing in the World Cup, you sons of bitches! Oh, the power demonstrated by one man didn't fucking matter. Because Belgium beat the shit out of the U.S. And they all trolled Trump, too. Oh, my God, bro. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Needless to say, Trump was really fucking pissed at the United States team. He paid them a little visit. Here's just a small clip on how hard he went on these motherfuckers.
Pulled my strings to get you in this game, and this is what you do, you motherfucker. I called ICE, so pack your bag. Give me that Trump card. You're an embarrassment, you little shit. I trusted you, and this is what I get. Your 5 people are laughing at me because of you. I pulled.
He was not happy about it. He fucking promised FIFA a donation of $250 million, and his team's gonna make it. He believes in the red, white, and blue. He says it's 250 years of America's birth. There's no way in hell this team is gonna let our country down. It wasn't all bad news for Americas. because we got to see this little hottie from Belgium celebrate.
Oh my God!
I think my dick was crying. Oh, yeah, cheers, everybody. Happy Friday nights. Thank you for being here on the only show that is strictly for the boys. Dude, that chick is expensive. This guy must be a fucking coke dealer and shit, drug dealer, or some kind of plastic surgeon, because that way it's cheap. You just fucking find a cutie with a nice cute face and you just give her the tits and the ass. But damn, that's an expensive body right there, bro. J-Lo wishes she had that. Fucking I wish I had that. Oh yeah.
Woke as fuck.
It's the World Cup, motherfuckers, and it's been nothing but disappointments for everybody who's been playing. Guess what? The #1 team in the world, the world's favorite team, the prospects, the second coming, they say. Brazil was knocked out. And the fans are not taking it well. I have to fucking stop this music shit. They're breaking their TVs when they lost and shit. Look at this shit. It's crazy. We're poor. Fucking everybody's pissed. They lost to Norway. Fans have been just poor people. These people, it took them a whole year and a half to save up to buy that Walmart fucking $150 TV you buy. It took them forever to buy that. But they're so mad at their team losing that they're just throwing their fucking TVs out and breaking shit. Fuck you. Fuck you, Brazil, they're saying. We condemn you. We're gonna turn into Venezuelans. Fuck Brazil, we're gonna be Venezuelans now. The Mexicans lost to England, and they took it the way most Mexicans would take it. You know what it is, motherfuckers. Yeah.
For live.
No, but people were pissed. People are take this shit serious. Look at this guy. This guy's dad started crying. Oh my God! It's getting bad, man. Egyptians, my people, lost to the goddamn dirty, racist Argentinians, those greedy, dirty motherfuckers. And it was really bad. It was really bad. I'm not even gonna get into the controversy. All right, not that kind of show about Messi and Argentina being paid and being bought and the referees and all the bad calls, and it should have been 3-3 and shit. Egypt should have won. That game was bought, and Messi was giving codes, winking to the referee, signaling, call a fucking foul, give me a shot so I can catch up. That shit's all on fucking film. If you watched the game live, you saw it. But everyone's already talked about that. Fuck you, Messi, you pussy. We're not gonna get into that. What I am gonna get into, because I've been showing you the past 3 weeks, nothing but hospitality. And people loving America. People loving Mexico. Mexicans loving on these Asian motherfuckers. Everybody loving people over here from other countries. But there are dicks. And the dicks are none other than these dirty Argentinians. God damn it. Because they were throwing shit. Even after they won, they were throwing shit at the Egyptians, bro. Son of man, for all you know, those Egyptians started it. They probably said something racist to those Argentinians, and so then the crowd got mad and started throwing stuff at him. Here you go, always trying to side with your family members. Oh yeah, fuck you. You think I Show Speed is my family member? He's darker than me, you dumbass. And they were being racist to him. And I can't play this song, but look at this. They were all doing monkey dances to him. All of the Argentinians to Speed on his live fucking stream. And they were yelling slurs at him that he asked his translator live on his stream, "What are they yelling at me?" And they said that the translator told them to go back to the jungle and dance like a monkey. You know what I'm saying? That's the Argentinians, my friend. They're pieces of shit. They're racist bastards who think they're better than everybody. Yeah. Oh, who does that remind you of? Well, I don't know. Let me show you the main religion and supporters of Argentinian and their fair land. Because as the Egyptian coach was leaving after the unfair and robbed, stolen loss against Argentina, somebody on the fucking Argentinian side decided to show their true allegiance and colors. And the Egyptian coach spat at him and went against some other motherfucker that got mad because he spat at that shit. Yeah, you see? Fuck you, you're Israel, you pieces of shit. It's bought. FIFA, it's all bought. Fuck you, you shit, you white Jewish motherfucker, he's telling them. And he left. Fuck you. You fucking Zionist. You Zionist scum. They've infiltrated, that's why they're so hateful and shit. Look at this, that's their true colors. That should be the Argentinian flag. Sons of bitches. That's the way it is, you motherfuckers. They're being racist even when they brought in the fucking game because they were not searching Argentinian people as they walked in, but anybody wearing a red jersey or look Muslim was getting pulled aside and searched and getting their finger stuck in their ass and shit, make sure they didn't have any drugs or bombs. This is called racism. That they're taking everybody from Egypt and frisking them, but they see all these dirty fucking Nazi, I'm the chosen race, Argentinians, and they let them go in without any trouble. And that's right there, fucking lied. I know AI and shit. Us and the man's making up lies. No, fuck you. This is the truth. You fucking pussies. Coming on here trying to disrupt the truth. What do you know about truth? The only truth you know is what the fuck you wiped your ass with this morning, you pussy.
For live.
Let's say the truth, man, because the winning goal was set up and made on purpose. Yeah. You don't believe me? Here's an aerial view of the winning goal, and it says it all. That's what's really going on, you dumb sons of bitches. Go ahead, support Israel. Keep on supporting Argentina and shit, you fucking Nazi motherfucking assholes. You want to destroy my country. You want to destroy this red, white, and blue with a star. Well, 50 stars. I know I don't have 50 stars, but just pretend there's 50 more stars here. I'm trying to cover the logo. Not a sponsor. Just low on calories. Oh, yeah. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for being here on the only show that's strictly for the boys. Let's move it along to some, since we're talking about the World Cup, to a little bit of world news. Out of this world, sort of. No, wait, hang on, no. Let's get our head on ourselves. Just world news. There you go. Because apparently there was a cruise that was not allowed to port in Turkey, and they had to steer away and port in Egypt after 9 p.m. They were allowed after 9 p.m. And they didn't understand why. Quite frankly, neither do I. This might be copywritten, so just pretend that song keeps on playing while you're watching this. Yeah, Turkey said, no, you're not landing this fucking AIDS-infested vessel in our fucking country. You take that shit somewhere else.
Woke as fuck.
I mean, I don't understand why they wouldn't allow this to stop out their port. If anything, that's gonna be a lot of money, because these motherfuckers can hold their liquor and party till the break of dawn, so all the clubs and bars would be open. That's a lot of money for the economy. And plus, as long as you don't have any fucking fags in your country, you don't have to worry about AIDS spreading, because they're the only ones having sex with each other.
Woke as fuck.
If you ask me, Turkey was just being racist. That's all I gotta say. There ain't nothing wrong with this. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen some of these other cruises? There's a lot. I wouldn't go on a cruise, period, man. I don't give a fuck if it was this badass or not. I wouldn't go. You're in the middle of the ocean. That shit sinks. You're gonna drown and die by the time they bring a fucking helicopter or somebody comes to rescue you. Like already there's 5 people left. Everyone else is dead and drowned. Trust me. You don't want any trouble. You get in trouble, you fuck a guy, and then he gets mad or starts saying that it was without consent, and then, I don't know, he throws you off the ledge and shit, and then you're stuck there alone in the middle of the dark. No one will ever know. He gets away with murder. You don't want to go on a cruise. It's dangerous. All right? Kids go missing. Wives go missing. People go missing, and no one ever finds out. And plus, there are diseases everywhere, and sometimes the toilets, they get broken, and all the shit comes up, and it smells like ass down the hall. But don't worry about it. Just stay over here on dry land. It's scary in the ocean, is all I'm trying to say. But one thing is without a doubt, motherfuckers, is that there are a lot of gays
woke as fuck
around nowadays, and there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Would you rather be a gamer? Would you rather be gay or a gamer? A game? Would you rather be gay or a gamer? Gay or a gamer?
A game.
Gay or a gamer? Gay or gamer?
Personally, game.
Gay or gamer?
Game.
Would you rather be gay or a gamer?
I'd rather be a game.
Would you rather be gay or a gamer?
I'd rather be a game.
Would you rather be gay or a gamer?
Game.
Gay or gamer?
Game.
Would you rather be
Woke as fuck.
There are a lot of gay guys nowadays, man. Personally, I'm both. I'm a gay gamer. Oh, yeah.
Woke as fuck.
Anyways, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, man. We're gonna bring it back down to some United States news. All right. And since we are in the United States, let's talk about the people that work here. Good old Puerto Ricans. Because some Puerto Ricans in New York City found a building that was holding on from the 5th floor like this. Imagine you live on the 15th floor of a 7-floor building, and the 5th floor looks like this. Dude, they had to evacuate everybody in that building. It was apartments, not in business, but they also evacuated everybody around the vicinities of the whole fucking thing.
2 high-rise buildings in the heart of Manhattan being evacuated right now. Authorities say a nearby building that is under construction is unstable.
You're taking a look at live images happening at 235 East 42nd Street between 2nd Avenue and 3rd Avenue. Department of Building inspectors are there. They're at the scene investigating reports that a structural support beam was beginning to buckle. As a precaution, all construction workers who were there working were safely evacuated from the building.
Well, fuck me. This is what happens when you fucking give somebody millions of dollars and then they go and spend it on drugs and cocaine and hookers, and then the 300,000 that is left are fucking given to a bunch of Puerto Ricans and tells them to build a skyscraper. But that's New York City for you. The city that never sleeps. The city of dreams. The city that if you make it here, you can make it anywhere. And there are plenty of people that have made it in New York City. Just like this young lady. Can't play the music. Yeah. Let me rewind that in case you didn't catch a glimpse there. Oh, yeah. Here in the good old African savannah, we see the young lioness prowling as the hyenas surround and tackle her down and handcuff her to take her downtown, where they're just gonna release her in half an hour once they put a plastic bag over her naked body. Good old New York City. She was kind of cute. Cheers, everybody! Happy Friday night! Thank you for being here. The only show that is strictly you know what it is, bitches. Oh, America. God bless it. All right. Enough of this nakedness. I don't want to get banned from YouTube and shit. Moving a little bit further south. Let's take it down south. You know what it is, to the dirty. Down to good old Mississippi, where apparently they no longer have working police officers or station or anything having to do with law enforcement in general.
They run their own city. They run the city. Look,
Police, look, them folks. Look at this man. Ain't no police. Look how he. That man knocking on the police door. What the fuck? Hey man, is somebody in there? The smackers out here. Is somebody in there? Exactly. I told you. Look at him. I told you. Look at him, fool. No bullshit. God, no bullshit. Cold. Look at him, man, fool. Oh, hell no, fool. What did my say? Get down, bro. Get down, bro. Man, I'm gonna run this shit for real.
So, if you're looking to travel this summer for vacation in July, avoid Mississippi at all costs, for fuck's sakes.
Live.
And if you're thinking of going even further south to the good old beaches of Florida, well, just make sure you watch out for them drunkard old white men like Ric Flair, or better yet, like this man right here. This guy doesn't know how to take no for an answer. He's a persistent motherfucker. I think he's trying to bag them both. I like his style. I like his style. I like his taste too. Luckily, there are some gentlemen who are just as drunk as he is, and they decide that the only answer and solution to this type of problem is violence. That man died that afternoon from fucking, I don't know, from trauma, for being choked to death. Oh, yeah. Oh, watch out for Florida, man. There's a lot of drunk old people. That's the truth. I mean, there's nothing to say about that. There's a new world coming. A new fucking world is being born, my friends. Get ready for it.
They took the trees, our fruit trees. They took the trees and sold us back the fruit. Then they took the water, rivers, rain, springs that fed civilizations for thousands of years, bottled it and sold it back to us. They took the land that existed here long before any human drew lines around it. And they said, if you want to stand here, you better have a payment plan. Everything we need to exist, food, water, shelter, was already here. Nobody created it. But somehow, you were born owing for it. Am I the only one this drives mad? I mean, why is a free life such a crazy idea? Why does simply existing without bills, debt, or permission sound like a fantasy? Why in the hell did we ever let anybody convince us that this is the way things were supposed to be?
A wise man coming straight from Florida. Let you motherfuckers know. Wisen the fuck up. The world is changing all around us. It's changing from New York to Florida. Meanwhile, in Chirac, things stay about the same.
The kid gotta make sure that bitch.
I can't show this song because it's probably a hit. But here we go. Teaching a youngling how to break into cars and filming him so we can grade him on his excellence. and slickness of how to do this. No alarm. The alarm didn't even go off or nothing without a hitch. He passed flying colors. They still haven't taught him how to actually get jump started. But at the very least, the motherfucker can get in and search for any kind of purses or money and shit. DVDs, CDs, iPads, Nintendo Switches, some baby wipes. Maybe pop the trunk. There might be some groceries or some Christmas presents. Depends what type of year this is. This kid is already set to make money, is all I'm trying to say. Especially in Chirac. That's what it is. Chiracians this 4th of July celebrated the way Chiracians celebrate any fucking weekend by having a firework fight. Usually it's a gun fight, but they decided to instead use firecrackers instead of the usual AK-47s.
Shit, Down him. Hey! I want anyway.
That's fucking insane, bro. They started throwing firecrackers and pointing fucking rockets at each other's and shit from across. Instead of drive-by, it should have been better if they would have just drive-by'd each other, because it only one drive-by, motherfuckers are dead, the cops show up, and that's the end of the show. This went on fucking till 5 a.m., bro, because the cops were all like, it's just firecrackers. Let them ninjas be ninjas. They used another word, but you know what it is. It's pretty crazy, bro. It's pretty crazy in Chirac. But let's move it along to Gavin Newsom's beautiful state. Los Angeles, California, in LA, the Denny's, the employees attack a CBS News crew who go there because they're talking about that fucking, this is a horrible place and location. Listen to this.
You can get out my face.
Can we ask you, ma'am, about this? Expired deli meat stored in the cooler for customers? Were you serving expired deli meat? Ma'am, don't touch the camera.
Don't put the camera in my face.
Hey, we need to ask
you don't need to be in my
violations.
face. Police.
It's not uncommon to get the cold shoulder when questioning a restaurant about a failing inspection. Denny's on Panola Road in Lithonia scored 52 points in a U for unsatisfactory.
52. I'm just gonna say is I don't know if that's good when you're grading food, service, and shit. But in elementary school, a 52 is fucking borderline retarded, is all I'm trying to say.
The health inspector busted them for expired deli meat, flying insects, and raw eggs on bacon and cheese. But these violations pale in comparison to this violation of civility.
You don't have to put the camera on nobody. Y'all can get out of here with that. Y'all can go ahead.
So we're not going to discuss it.
Yeah, unfortunately, bitch, you ain't in Texas where that shit is actually protected. You have to sign some kind of waiver to show your face. But in Gavin Newsom's state, you're fucked.
They have to be in the building.
So, whoa.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me.
Hey.
You guys need to get out.
Hey.
Bye.
Hey. The news is walking in. Come on now. Guys. Bye. Wow. Bye. Guys have no right. So this is how you respond to violations.
It's not the treatment even a news crew would expect from a place that calls itself America's Diner.
Live.
Let's be honest, I don't know where you live, right? But I've lived in several cities here in my state. And I gotta tell you, Denny's has gone down the drain, motherfucker. And unfortunately, just like any establishment, it does always come down to the employees. I used to love going to Denny's to have breakfast at least once a week. I used to love going to Denny's to have lunch at least once a week, and I would order the Superbird with the cheese sauce. It was delicious. God damn it. turkey sandwich, melted and jack pepper cheese and fries. It was awesome. But the last time I went to a Denny's, I waited there because it says the sign is right there in the front. Please wait to be seated. The place was empty. I'm not lying. It was like when you walk in and there's no one. There's nothing. No one's sitting anywhere. The phone rings and this little girl comes and picks up the phone and she's looking at me. And I'm just standing there by the sign that is instructing me to be waiting to be seated. She doesn't even acknowledge that I'm there. She sees me, she looks at me, but continues with whatever the hell the phone conversation was, which I gotta tell you was a pretty lengthy conversation. When she finished the conversation, she hanged up. And by my fucking surprise, did I not get, "Hello, sir, how may I help you? Are you dining in or carrying out?" No, instead, this little girl just walked off and didn't even say a word and left to the back. And I waited another 10 minutes before I decided to walk out of the restaurant. That was my last experience at a Denny's. And I can tell you, it's like that everywhere. What can I say? Us Browns like to fuck. Cheers, Joko!
Woke back for live.
We're everywhere. We're everywhere. Oh my God. But it's not just in Los Angeles, California that's having issues in the restaurants. Because in the Bay Area, apparently, you're getting charged now for having fucking children in your restaurants.
I see inviting people like you to my restaurant as inviting my guests and into my home. I expect people to treat that with the respect that visiting someone's home would entail. There's a child lying there getting changed, getting their diapers changed, right next to another customer who looked mortified.
The sight and smell ruined most appetites that night, but it was just one of several incidents Shui paid the price for.
It's not about that $5 broken teacup. It's about the fact that you came into here not respecting the rules. You let your child play around. They cause some sort of damage, you should be directly responsible. A lot of people very quietly tell me that they support this policy because they don't want to be seen as nosy or, disruptive to other parents.
We don't want to be seen as unwoke.
Woke as fuck.
Because this is California and we support all these lesbians that want to adopt and raise their children in an unruly fashion. Let's just say it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Woke as fuck.
And we want to keep it woke. So we're happy that you're doing this secretly.
That's not the case for Jacqueline Grubb, who came to the restaurant for the first time after learning about the policy.
So when someone actually stands up and says something like this, it's admirable. And we need more of him throughout the United States being that way. And he
I hate children. I like this Asian man. Is basically what she's saying.
can actually cook good food.
For example, this was a Chuck E. Cheese, we wouldn't have the same expectations, but I'm just letting people know, hey, maybe there was a misunderstanding. You can't blame the kid.
This is a Chinese buffet. This is sophisticated food. This ain't no Chuck E. Cheese. Take your little rats somewhere else.
Woke back for live.
That's all the man is saying. That's all the man is saying.
You really can't blame the kids. Kids are kids. Kids will be loud. Kids will cry. It's okay, but it's up to the parents to make the appropriate response.
Yeah. If you don't spank your kids and teach them not to act like monkeys when you go to the fucking public, that's on you, motherfucker. Not on the restaurant guy or the guy who's eating next to you and shit. Fuck you and your family is all I'm trying to say.
It may seem bold in an industry where the customer is always right, but at the House of Shui, the hope is to put proper parenting back on the table.
That's some goddamn good reporting there from CBS News. He laid it out the way it was, man. Putting parenting back on the table. I think that's the biggest problem in America. Nobody is taking the time to actually raise the kids, man. It's fun making them. But you don't want to fucking teach them. That's some bullshit, bro. That's some bullshit. You gotta teach them not to be like us. For fuck's sakes. But it's not just the children. Because apparently the Bay Area is also having a zombie problem. Specifically of the white, overweight kind.
Look
at that scared little dog.
Come on, man, come on.
You and I will,
No, don't hit her, Auntie. Don't.
I will press charges.
Your face. Auntie, don't hit her.
Go ahead and hit it.
I'll put a bullet right between your fucking eyes. I brought you in this bitch. I'll take you out, you stupid bitch. Auntie,
take me out right now. Go ahead and hit me. Go ahead.
Bro, you choking the dog. Let go of the dog.
You're choking the dog. Let go of the dog. That dog thinks they're playing with him. Look, he's just there like what's going on? And he's one of those dogs with those weird noses. So he's like having trouble breathing is why his mouth is open like I can't breathe. I can't breathe. That's a fucking dog, bro. Oh, these ladies are crazy, bro. Peace be with you, and I pray that you don't live in one of these neighborhoods, for fuck's sakes, is all I gotta say. And if you have children, don't treat them like the lady's treating this little dog. And don't bite your children the way this lady's biting. I think that was her daughter. She said, I brought you into this world, I'll take you out. Obviously, this black little girl is this white lady's daughter, with that kind of language. Oh my God. But if you do have children, be careful who you leave them with, including what daycare centers you leave them with. Because apparently in Los Angeles, California, this fucking daycare worker thought she was at Cirque du Soleil, flung the kid backwards, and then forgot to catch him or some shit. And then, I don't know, just look at this. It's crazy and horrible. She's going to jail, hopefully, for a long time.
Live.
And she just lays on top of the kid like everything's okay. That was crazy. This you know, how much weed did you smoke on your lunch break, fucking Heather? Holy fucking shit, bro. The kid's alright. I mean, if you ask me, it says there, oh, brain injury and hearing loss. Look, the kid was already autistic and had Asperger's. That's the truth. They're trying to pin that shit off. He wasn't like that before. He was already like that. Alright, don't worry. The mother and the father are like third cousins. They weren't supposed to be fucking, but they did. Kids are like little bags, you know. They don't really get hurt. I've seen my nephews like fucking fall on the fucking marble floors or concrete floors on their heads, and they don't even bleed, motherfucker. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, don't fall asleep for 5 hours. Here's some sugar, motherfucker. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with this kid, all right? I'm just saying, they're lying. They're just trying to get some money out of the daycare center. that is paid for by the taxpayers because they're one of these cheap motherfucking places that fund it, you know, the illegal places, Somalia daycares, but now they're hiring little woke lesbian girls that had no business with children. That's all I'm trying to say. Be careful where you leave your children. Oh my God. But let's move it along to the craziness of the show. We're going to start it off with the newly released UFO files because President Trump wants you to forget about the gas prices and the economy and the Epstein files that they eat babies and run a sex operation on women all over the world. And they're all shape-shifting alien reptilians. We're slaves and cattle to them. You damn fools. So here's some more UFOs, videos that the U.S. government has officially released that they've captured. Here's this fucking floating Lego fortress. Some six-dimensional, trans-dimensional being floating in midair that the government supposedly doesn't know what it is. Supposedly, right? Even though they've had contact with these beings. Because whether you wanted to believe it or not, that is not a spaceship. That is an actual being that is peeking through the other dimension. And to us, in the 3D world, we can't even see the other dimension, so to us it looks fucking like this. It looks weird and fucking inverted or distorted. And we don't even, we can't comprehend what it actually looks like, is what I'm trying to say. Alright? But if you want to believe these UFO files, here's some more newly released UFO files from the government, from space, from fucking NASA, because they've been lying to you this whole time. Here, we're going to see some experimental craft that is being utilized not only by the United States Space Force, but by the Galactic Federation that is up there, that has been up there for the past 40 years. They've been lying to you. Fucking morons. And here it is. You're about to see it. Here's one of the crafts they use. Obama flew this when he turned 18. He took his driver's ed. He took his driver's ed over there on Mars. He got to fly one of these sons of bitches. Trump was bored looking at these, so he's not impressed. He's like, whatever. I just want money and gold. And the legacy. He doesn't care about any of this. Look at this. Fucking shit. This is real. Yeah, it's coming, my friends. I keep telling you. They're just waiting. They're still deciding whether they want to release this or they want to give you something else. Right. But as that guy said back in 2012, when the Iran and Israel war starts culminating, you're going to see more orbs in the skies. This was taken from a flight on July 7th from fucking Anchorage to Hong Kong. They saw these 3 orbs just fucking fly down in the sky from the airplane. I don't know if you've ever flown, but when you see an airplane or a bird or something flying out of it, you can still tell what it is, bro. If that would have been an airplane, I promise you, you would have been able to see that it was an airplane. They're glowing. Those are entities, bro. They're just flying around looking at us. They're not made like you and I. They're from another plane of existence. That's all I'm trying to say. It's fucking insane. It's here. It's all around you. Look up in the sky once in a while. And if you have your phone, make sure you record it. You dumbasses. We're moving on to what I was talking about earlier. That this is all just coming back. Because as the Bible says, everything that's been hidden eventually will be brought to the light. Everything. And all along, alright, I already said what I believe in. We were created by an ancient race of giants. 15 to 20 foot tall fucking giants with beards and curly hair. They looked like humans, but they were giants. They made us from their DNA and the Cro-Magnon and caveman that was here. And they made the human as a worker. When they finished working, get whatever they wanted from this planet, they took off. That's where we came from. When they left, because the Bible says these people had sex, the sons of God had sex with the women here on earth and had children. The Nephilim is what they called them. We could call them Illuminati. Because when they left Earth and went back to wherever the fuck they came from, they decided to just abandon. They don't give a fuck. They left. They're never coming back. But they left their children in charge. The children have all the knowledge and power. They may not have the technology. Maybe now they're getting it now. But at the end of the day, this is all having to do with bloodlines. And it gets even scarier. It has to do with soul transferring. Because a lot of these motherfuckers have been around for thousands of years. And these are the same fallen angels from the Bible. All they've been doing is leaping from body to body this whole time.
In this industry, what you must understand is, when you do sell your soul, you are allowed to live forever. And these people that are called youngins, had no idea that these people still live. They will prey, haunt, kidnap, anything to stay on top. This is their world. They have nothing but time, is what they believe. The art of exchanging spirits, trading spirits.
And then when they do die, they can move their consciousness from their decaying body, from their dead, body to a new clone of themselves. They can basically, they can harness and control and transport the informational bundle that is a soul from one piece of hardware to another, or wetware to another. They know how to do this, and this is why, like, in all the human myths about Apollo and Aphrodite and whatever, Zeus himself, these gods seem like they live forever. They always look the same, and whereas humans are, being born and dying generation after generation, these Nordics these gods always look the same, because first of all, their lifespans are thousands of our years per body, and then also they can move their consciousness into clones of themselves. So yeah, it's exactly as you describe it. It was done a very long time ago. And
why do you think some celebrities suddenly look different or younger as they get older? Think about it. Think about it. They have the money. They've already sold their souls. They're in line with the Illuminati. They don't want to talk about none of the child murdering and the drinking of the blood and all the orgies and shit. They're okay with just staying quiet. So why not go ahead and get a younger body as I get older? While I'm at it.
They got her. They got her. Who the heck is this? Who the heck are you, lady? This isn't the same person I remember. I will give you guys about 5 or 10 seconds to guess who this is in the comments section. I'm going to show you a few pictures, and this person is actually unrecognizable to me. Let's try a different angle. You recognize who that is? Look at the hair, look at the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the brows. Tell me if you recognize who this is, because to me, it looks like an entirely different human being. Can somebody please explain to me how we're going from this to this? I know a lot of you are going to say a facelift, but look at the brows, look at her eyes, look at her nose, look at her lips, her jaw, her cheeks. Nothing about her is the same anymore. I could not imagine.
Like, do you really think someone did that much facial work on themselves? That is some serious mutilation for her to have done. Even her lips, for fuck's sakes.
And looking at my reflection and seeing a completely different human being than...
Don't you think it makes sense that they have the technology to just take your DNA and make you a new body and adjust it to look the way you want it, grow it, and then transfer your thoughts or consciousness to it, as long as you got the money?
Than what I've seen in the mirror my entire life. What is going on in Hollywood? Taraji has always had the same face shape, the same dimples, the same smile. She has always looked her original self, but I will admit, in this picture, her eyes are completely jet black. She's giving off a completely different vibe, but still not the same person as we're seeing today. I haven't seen anybody online talking about this, and it's probably because she is a completely different human being and unrecognizable.
Go back and find pictures of Eminem, and then look at pictures of Eminem now. It just looks like it's Eminem, but somehow it's not Eminem. And it's like that for a lot of celebrities nowadays. A lot of people.
There's a lot of viral side-by-side celebrity videos right now. Creators like Tyler the Flat Earther are noticing real patterns, but they're explaining the mechanics wrong. Let me break it down simply. The fallen watchers from the Book of Enoch didn't teach shapeshifting. They taught glamour, the ancient art of illusion and frequency manipulation. Here's how it actually works. They prepare specific bloodlines over generations. These are watcher hybrid lines. The bodies are built to be compatible with certain non-human frequencies. Then, through extreme trauma and ritual magic, they fracture the original human soul. This creates an empty vessel. A fallen watcher frequency is then installed into that prepared body. The person still has a full human life story, childhood photos, family history, because it's a real human body. But the dominant intelligence operating through it is much older. This is why you see
That's what I'm talking about. They just transfer their consciousness to another body and take it over. And sometimes within their own bloodlines, they choose somebody. Because, you know, if you're marrying only within bloodlines in certain circles, eventually your children and people like that, they're all gonna look like you. And you might even say, hey, my third niece, my third nephew, he looks exactly like me when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Some differences. And these sick motherfuckers, that's the motherfucker would be like, he's perfect. That's my new body. And they traumatize that kid, like they said, until they break his soul. And then they replace him with their consciousness so that they can keep on living.
matching scars, moles, mannerisms, and energetic signatures across different people who are alive at the same time. It's not one being physically shapeshifting or faking deaths. It's the same non-human frequency running on multiple separate vessels built from the same bloodlines using the same programming. Real physical shapeshifting belongs to the draconian and reptilian side. They don't need vessels. They can actively change their own Merkaba field and frequency. So when you see these comparison videos, don't get lost in the same person idea. Look for the mechanism, prepared vessels carrying ancient frequencies.
That's what it's all about. The Bible says this is a spiritual battle with spiritual things. This is not a battle here on earth. There's nothing physical about the war that is going on around you. It's not. Just so you know. It's everywhere, bro. These people are everywhere. And sometimes their bodies, they're just decaying. Some of these clones they make. And maybe they don't have enough money to buy for a new clone. And you start seeing this on live television sometimes. Like Charlize Theron here. Maybe fucking the last time I hadn't seen her in forever. I used to think this was the most beautiful woman on earth. This is just a dying woman. This is a decaying body. Oh my God. What is happening? What is happening? God damn it!
God damn it!
It saddens me to see her so unhot. Oh my God. I don't even want to go on with this. We're moving on to more shame. The shame of Jobless John Leguizamo, who's now coming out and talking about ass.
The cultural annihilation that happened to Latin people is the worst in the history of the world, and then the theft of all our wealth and gold, and our gold funded the second half of the Renaissance, the Enlightenment period, and the silver funded Asia. And so it was like 500,000 tons of gold that was taken from us. But then it talks about all the oppression, all our history, our contributions, scientists. It's a powerful read.
And all the different, like whether it's the Brits or the Spanish, all these different cultures coming in and extracting these resources.
That was really important for me, because you wonder, like, here we are, Latin people, 500 years after the conquest, and where are we?
Fuck you! Here we are, Latin people, talking about the shit you fucking stole and shit. First of all, Leguizamo is from northern Spain. Motherfucker, you're white European, you piece of shit. Fuck you, John Leguizamo.
Live.
You ain't Latino. You ain't fucking Latin. You ain't Spanish. And you sure as fuck ain't Mexican, motherfucker. And you ain't no Espanol either. You're a fucking conquistador. Fucking cabeza de vaca, piece of shit. That's what you are. And nobody likes you. And you have no job, and you should be thankful that Christopher Nolan put you in his shitty movie that is gonna fail because no one's gonna see that ass. You should be thankful you got a paycheck for that. It was probably $100,000. You thought you were gonna get more because, oh, it's okay, the movie's gonna be a success, so I'll get more movies. Did you know this guy fucked up? Now you ain't gonna make no money for your family. All you got left is to come on here and start spewing your leftist rhetoric, you fucking pussy. You ain't got nothing left, Leguizamo. Take your ass home. Go work at 7-Eleven, where you belong, with the rest of the Puerto Ricans.
Live.
We gotta let him know. We gotta let him know. Just like Johnny Knoxville here at the airport, going off on some motherfucker who said something about his wife.
Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. I'll call Sammy right now. I got his number.
Film it.
I will call him. I don't need a film.
Call him. He's got his number. I gave him forever.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Go.
You tell him, Johnny.
Go away.
You tell him, Johnny. You tell him.
Fucking trying to be tough and shit. Get the fuck out of here, Johnny Knoxville. You ain't tough no more. Nobody likes jackass. That shit, and people realize that shit was dumb as fuck. And you're idiots for doing that to begin with. These celebrities are idiots that sell their souls for money and fame. God damn it. You don't believe me? I'm telling you, it's all about bloodlines, Illuminatis, soul transferings, and shit. Already. Live as an invitation for everybody to know. Taylor Swift got married. It was a huge deal. They closed down all of central New York because it was in Madison Square Garden. No cameras were allowed, no cell phones, so we don't have nothing to show you. There was plenty of trash left over after the wedding. And, well, we got plenty of footage. And there was this one guy who decided to take advantage. An American guy made in America, because in America, if you have a good idea and you think you can get money, and we have the internet and people are fucking stupid, you pretty much can become a millionaire overnight. And this guy figured out how to do that. Check this shit out.
Into the New York City Garbage Not Invited edition. Obviously dressed for the occasion. I know a lot of people wanted to be here today to support their girl, T Swift. I couldn't be here, so I'm picking up garbage around Madison Square Garden as close as you would have gotten, so you can be here in spirit and carry around a piece of their wedding day in your pocket wherever you go.
Live.
For $25, you get a little fucking cube mailed to you with trash found outside of Taylor Swift's wedding. And this guy's a millionaire overnight, just like that, already. His company's gonna go public next week. Make sure you get some stocks in that shit. It says we sell trash.com. It's gonna be good. This guy's smart, bro. Take advantage of the situations of what's going on. The Illuminatis are in line with Illuminati family bloodlines and ritual sacrifices. And at the end of the day, that's just part of the deal. And here it is exposed, because I know you're gonna say, Cinnamon, here you go, talking all this shit about conspiracies and devil worshippings and people shoving ram's horns up their ass. That's just you and your sexual fantasies. No, it's not, you son of a bitch. I heard a story, some true testimonies of that shit, motherfucker. It happened to somebody. Right, it did. It did. I believe it. And don't worry, I know who else it happened to. It happened to Dolly Parton. And it was gonna happen to Taylor Swift and her kids, apparently, if she's not careful. Now pay attention and look. Just look at her hand gestures as this lady says this to Taylor Swift and her unborn child. Because Taylor Swift is not pregnant, it's just her being silly and big titty. With her perfect implants, by the way. Oh, yeah.
Taylor and Travis, it's Dolly. And I was just told that you two are making a donation of $2 million to my imagination library. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm blown away and overjoyed with that gratitude. Now, it's evident that you two have made giving back a key part of your lives, so, hey, when you have your firstborn, can I have it? Because that is going to be one special baby.
Did you catch it? Because the picture already showed you what she did when she said that. It ain't lying. Here it is again.
Have it, because that is going to be one back, a key part of your life. So, hey, when you have your firstborn, can I have it? Because that is going to be one special baby. You know, the mission.
That's fucking insane, bro. The devil wants your baby, because we're going to make billions and billions of dollars from it. It's going to be famous as fuck. Set up to be the next Michael Jackson. Taylor Swift's baby. Oh, yeah. Live. It's happening, bro, and they've already fucking showed it to you right there live for you to see. You don't want to believe, but it's right there in front of your eyes. You dumbass. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You know what is crazy? I'm going to move away from celebrities. Well, I mean, I am going to talk specifically about a celebrity because I started noticing something was trending and I didn't understand why. But after closer inspection, now I understand why. So Grok apparently is for sale, just like ChatGPT and Meta, and you pay for a subscription and you get a pretty advanced AI that does anything you ask it to, no matter what. And I myself have warned you that this is a very dangerous thing to be handed to the public. Because human beings cannot be trusted. We do have a DNA strand that comes from some kind of monkey, caveman that was here on Earth. We do have a side of us, a spark, that has a benevolent, holy side that most of us can never tap into, unfortunately. And so, these are a bunch of crazy monkeys. And it's really, really scary to give them technology that can open up the stars and possibly build bombs, or maybe make like solar powered roofs, or a way to solve the energy problems, or maybe destroy the world. You can't do this. You can't give this kind of like technology to fucking monkeys, because you don't understand what you're gonna get. What you're gonna get is this. Hey, Grok, says some guy named Learning Something. Can you please transform Billie Eilish into the stunning hand-changed masterpiece? A 6-second realistic video, a premium fashion shoot, dramatic lighting, and flawless details. Can you please do it? And so Grok gives him this.
Live.
We could have conquered the galaxy. We could have colonized planets. We could have seen the final frontier. But instead, we're fantasizing about some little tomboyish lesbian girl wearing this kind of shit. Oh my God. God bless America, everybody. God bless AI. And this keeps getting worse, because first I thought this can't be a trend. This is just one fucking pervert who did this, and everybody maybe liked this. Well, no, my friends, this is a trend. Is to ask Grok to put Billie Eilish in skimpy outfits, and Grok is extremely happy to do it.
Live.
Oh my God, man. And I started thinking, is this really a thing? Is this really trending? Like, no way. No fucking way. But yes, this is trending, my friends. You better be careful with these Billie Eilish. Hey, Grok, make me a Billie Eilish doing this pose perfectly. Oh my God. I don't know if Billie Eilish knows this is happening on Twitter. I got a feeling she does. Because let's be honest. For everybody, come on, let's be honest. This little girl is already a pervert to begin with. Oh, come on, really? You're gonna take it off? Fuck you! The person who posted this video deleted it. That's why it says this. Every once in a while. Actually, a lot of the while, the jokes don't land because of shit like this. God damn it! God damn it! Alright, we're moving on. Since we're talking about fucking titties. It was Billie Eilish, and this was a real fucking video taken on a cell phone. She ran into the crowd, and those kids were grabbing her titties, bro. And Billie Eilish was just singing as they were just molesting her. She didn't care. It was real, and that's all I'm saying. Anyways, but since we're talking about titties, here's some itty bitty ones for everybody to enjoy, because we don't discriminate in this channel. God damn it, Tom Holland, give it up for that little boy. That's a mold, by the way, that she's wearing of her own body. It's a dress. It is a dress, as you can see. But it's a mold that they lay on her and then make a dress out of. I saw the video of them doing it. Oh, yeah. I can't show it here, because that one's more graphic than this. This is as graphic as it gets on this channel. Oh, yeah. Alright, we're moving on. Finishing this off with a zing for you motherfuckers. Because Supergirl sucks so much ass that it'll soon be a digital in 2 weeks. And I reposted that. Fuck you, James Gunn. I hate you. Live. I cannot wait until Paramount owns Warner so they can fire your ass, because that needs to happen already. But since we're not done fucking you up anymore, here we go. The final fuck you. And all the fuck yous you've had this whole week, month, year. Here's the final fuck you for you tonight. Free Willie will be rebooted. And Joe and Anthony Russo, the brothers from another mother, are set to be executive producers, fronting the money. And as you guessed it, yes, my friends, this will have the own brand new current Hollywood treatment to it. The synopsis so far is a young, abandoned by his mom and dad, orphaned, a street kid, African American, teenager, breaks in to a SeaWorld or some shit and makes a friend of some killer whale, and then decides to break the law and free him in defense of his government and his racist president. And he fights authority and shit. Woke as fuck. Yeah, this is exactly what everybody was asking for, by the way. Because I literally was saying last week as I was taking a shit after eating a fucking burrito, I was thinking on the toilet, you know what we need? We need a fucking reboot of Free Willy. Because it wasn't good enough back then. And I am very confident that the nerds that are in charge of Hollywood can do it better nowadays. Fuck me in the ass while I'm taking a shit. And that's what I was thinking when I was taking a shit. Live. Oh my god. I hate this world. But that's why we do this broadcast for you motherfuckers here on the only show that is strictly for the boys. Yeah. So yeah, my friends, that's it. I'm done ranting. I want to thank Merkaba, Gomer Kyle, Super Saiyan Joku, Rose, but most importantly, the great Street Team Tony! Live. All you guys for being here and supporting us on a Friday night when you can easily be out there running a $200 to $300 tab and then spending another $150 at a hotel to fuck some 4 that looks like an 8 because you're drunk, and having a good night. $700 later, the next morning, you're thinking, God damn it, I should have stayed home and watched The Son of Man. Oh yeah. Woke as fuck. I'm pressing all the buttons now. I don't give a fuck. I'm fucked up. Alright, guys. I'm leaving you all tonight. Thanking you each for being here. I do this for you. No one else. Leaving you with tonight's closure. Hope you all have a good night. Stay safe. Oh, before I leave, announcements. We are going to be watching the Conor McGregor fight on the UFC on our Discord next week. Alright, next weekend. And then we're going to watch Ray J versus Orlando Bloom August 15th. And Gorlock versus some fucking fat chick in Mexico August 24th. Don't forget it. Peace out, motherfuckers, and enjoy this closure. Straight from the underground. Woke back. Straight from the underground. Drunk as fuck. High as fuck. Straight from the underground. Drunk as fuck. Woke as fuck. Woke back.
Live.
What the fuck, man? Fucking running like lady, eh?